is a tour of my medieval castle project. So, this is the front of the castle and a bunch of steps leading up to there. And this is the moat, which would actually be a lot wider because it's what's keeping intruders from entering the castle. But we only made it 2 blocks. Also, this is also the drawbridge, which goes across the moat, and the portcullis, which is the gate that can be raised and lowered. This hole would not be here, but for reasons of getting in and out, we put the hole. This is the outer bailey. It's what you first see when you enter the castle, and when you go deeper inside is the inner bailey, which is where the keep is usually, and a lot of other stuff. This is like the Queen's Garden, and the Royal Church, Pippin the Monk. Also, the royal stables with all the royal horses inside. And, of course, the keep, which is where the Lord and Lady live. This is the dining hall, and behind the table is a very large fireplace. And behind that is the postern gate, which is where what they used to escape. Inside one of the towers is all of the towers look pretty much identical, and they all have steps leading up to the top like this. And you can see outside the village over there. And also, as we walk down, I want to point out these arrow loops, and you can open and close them. And they shot arrows from inside to the outside people. Okay, and those are the arrow loops from the outside. These are the parapets that they put on top of the castle, and this leads down to our noble house. That is a noble house, which is basically a mini version of a castle. There is a garden, just like the Queen's Garden, and there are kitchens, just a smaller version of the castle one, and a mini stables. And then also, when you go inside, there's also a dining hall and also another large fireplace. And upstairs, just like the castle, there is also a large bed for the nobles that live in here. And even higher is another bedroom. And outside of this noble's house is the barn, I guess, where the serfs take care of their animals, and the serf neighborhood, and their houses are not nice at all, made out of dirt, very small. And this is where they plant their crops, and this is a church for the serfs. They have a separate church than the peasants and the royals. And down here, if you go back around the castle, is the village where everything happens. This is where peasants are usually at. So the first place that you see is the slave market. Lots and lots of people. And then as you go further down, you see the alchemist who made like medicines and stuff for, treating the bubonic plague. And the church for the peasants. Joe the monk works here, I guess. And down here is the library with the librarian right there. And then Rion the monk wants to go in the library. And here's the glass blower, which makes all the stained glass windows for all the nobles and kings and queens. There's a pub right here. The person who works here is not currently here. Oh, no, he's upstairs. And this is where he sleeps. And inside the chest, there's lots of stuff. And here is the well. And inside there is an armory and weaponry where there's chainmail armor right there and all the different types of armors and the prices. And lots of weapons and tools in here, in this chest, and the storage room with several other things. And up here is where the person sleeps who sells all this stuff. Trying to get down the ladder. Right next to the armory and weaponry is the bakery and inn. Down here is the bakery with the cakes, and here is the inn. Here is one of the rooms. He is currently staying here. Beds, things like that inside here. That's one of the rooms. And if you go upstairs, there are more rooms. More rooms. Just they all look pretty much the same. And so go back downstairs. And here is the stables for all the peasants to keep their horses. And of course down here is where the peasants live, a peasant neighborhood. Their houses are much nicer than the serfs, but they're still not all that nice, like the noble's house in the castle. And that pretty much ends our castle kingdom. And one last look at the castle. Village.